All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1243 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is, I think, the last week of April. We're heading into May. We're heading into the spring. We're about 2 months away from the halfway mark of the year, and I hope you guys are getting that thing done. We got a lot of pass notices in the last few weeks, and a lot of it's attributed to all of our camps and everything. I'm going to get into that in just a minute. But I just want to say thank you. We are gratefully and blessed to have all of you here tonight. And we are hoping we provide that PMA. We're hoping we provide a little bit of free study, a little bit of collective sanity as you go through this study journey. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. I sometimes get the coffee. I always annoy the teacher. My name is Andy, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And yes, it has been awesome. It has been great to see all the people and their success on getting these things done. Brandy has been doing these one-on-ones. She's been doing these boot camps. We've been trying to slowly restructure everything in the background. As you know, there's a lot of chaos going on, so we're trying to do this on a shoestring budget, as all of you are, as we try to get through this thing and try to get you guys through that journey so that way you guys can improve not only just your life in getting these licenses and being able to do another part of your business or maybe getting that promotion wherever your guys are facing, but also so that way you can help out the community. And the community has never needed this more than any than to have people that they trust and getting this done. And folks, I know there's a lot of pressure and a lot of reasons why you should get this thing done, but always keep the mission always in your forefront, and that is to help people and to really get out there and help people and be someone that they trust to get this thing done. Because the more we look out and say, we want to serve others, let me tell you, it helps you out when you get through this thing. If you have a great ultimate why, and it's not always the selfish ones that push us, it's usually the ones that, that are unselfish, the ones that we go out and we really try to help out people that really drives you. Whatever it is, you got to know the why. I always said, and I've said in the past, and I don't say it enough, you got to find that reason why you want to do this more than anything, almost that why that makes you want to cry, and then that pushes you. Brandy used to have screenshots written by her kids on notes that were like, personal from her kids to like say, hey, go get it, mom. Hey, go get that pass notice. Hey, I believe in you. Hey, did you study? Hey, and it was a lot more personal, a lot more in her face. I want to say because she would have it as a screen saver, or she would have it as the wallpaper on her phone, or she would have it as an alert, or she would have an alarm. Guys, there's many ways that you can use these things to help you out and to make you want to do these things, but that's the personal reasons that drives you. If it's for a manager, if it's for a spouse, if it's for, I don't know, something that's not as important to you, we tend to not care as much. It's not much of a priority. It tends to go something we do if we're not watching, you know, reality TV. You know what I mean? It's just like that extra thing that we don't care. And I know there's a lot of people going, I never watch real. Look, whatever it is that you have, whatever vice that you rather do, that's what I'm speaking to. Whatever it is, I don't even know. Could be playing horseshoes in the backyard for all I know. Whatever it is, the point is, if it's not something deep that makes you cry or that has a real personal feeling or personal reason as to why you want to do this, you're going to find every reason not to do it. It's not going to matter. It's really not. Some of y'all will be like, well, it's either this or I go homeless. You know what I mean? Like, I need this to get that extra promotion, that extra, or I'm going to lose my job. There's people that come to us who are literally going to lose their job or their opportunity in this industry if they do not pass these exams. That in itself could be very motivating. You know what I mean? So, whatever it is, I encourage you to find it. And if you need or you are lacking someone in your ear that is giving you that type of positive mental attitude, giving you that motivation, giving you that extra, because it's just more than the content. Because let me tell you, if you guys are just relying on getting through this content and wanting to be interested in this stuff, it's hard. It's hard getting through it. It's hard to plow through it. It's hard. And you got to know that why, but you also got to have a community around you. You got to have somebody that just brings you back to that sanity, that says, you know what? It's cool that you don't understand any of this crap. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we question, am I even smart enough to understand this? We don't even know if we're old. Like I get so many people who go, I'm too old to learn. And if you call me and tell me that, I'm going to tell you our oldest pastor was 85 years old. So unless you're older than 85, I don't think you have a valid point. Or I'm too sick, or I got this or something going on. Guys, I can't even tell you, it's at least on one hand I can count 5 students of ours that had cancer. And not like, I don't know. I don't know if there's an easy cancer, but had like chemo cancer where they had to get hooked up where it was very serious. I don't know what stage that is. Um, but very serious. It doesn't matter what kind of cancer you have. That's all serious, but we're talking like the doctors told them to stop because they're like almost telling the doctors were almost telling them they have no hope. Isn't that crazy that a doctor taking care of you would say that? Like, stop studying, stop doing things because, that's how they put it. You know, like, why stress yourself out? You don't know what's going to happen. And we had this one woman, she's like, no, like, don't ever tell me that because this is what I know I'm going to make it through. And this is what I'm doing afterwards. Like, it's not even in my mindset that this is not going to not go away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to beat this and I'm going to have to use this license. So I won't say all the words she said, but guys, whatever it is, whatever challenge, sometimes you need somebody like Brandy to tell you it's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. We have that small group tutoring. We have that one-on-one tutoring. All of our live sessions, Brandy really speaks to that personal PMA, that personal session, not only just giving you the content, but also giving you those test labs like today or well, I guess yesterday. I'm all thrown off. Well, we have them on recordings where we break it down like we do in those in what we're going to do just as an example tonight, where she breaks down those questions, shows you how to get through the exam questions, shows you those techniques, shows you how that you don't need just content, gives you that positive reinforcement, all that great stuff that you need from a teacher. She has those in those live sessions. We have it in all the different things that we do. So check us out, scan the QR code, hit the links. It's more than just dumping content all over you. We have a lot of great uh, resources that you can tap into and get that extra help. We have books for sale, SIE 663, 2665. If you don't have our SIE, it is interactive. With that book purchase, you keep it as an ebook. The videos do play. You don't have to be a paying member to see the videos. You just have to be a free member on our Patreon, and boom, you have video explanations there on your tablet or on your screen or wherever you choose to read that book in that e-form. And if you're not familiar what e-form means, electronic form. And then there you go. You can also print it out. Videos don't play on the paper yet. I'm not that cool. Kona community on the Discord. Contact me at 951-290-3077. Give me a call, give me a text, scan the QR code, hit the links. All right, tomorrow, just as a reminder, or not, that's Thursday. Okie doke. Anyways, tomorrow we don't have sessions. We have the Thursday up there. That's when we get back to everything tomorrow on Thursday. But more importantly, we have the 65 boot camp starting on Friday, May 1st, and then the 2nd on Saturday. It's only on Zoom. It's 2 days. We do have a discount in there for, I know it says active members, but I did update it. It's our active paying members, paid members. So if you're a free member, that doesn't really qualify you as an active member. So I should have, like, I did give Brandy the new thing, but if you were wondering, it's the paid member. It's on Zoom. I already said that. And when do you want to talk about your 65 boot camp as you've been working on it all day today?
Uh, it's gonna be phenomenal.
I assure you she'll have more words for you on those 2 days. But yeah, as you've seen, there's a lot of pass notes that we got recently, and it is all attributed to a lot of people either finishing up, most of them finishing up their studies, or they've been struggling it. They go to the camp and they've been having great success with getting the pass notice.
It's not just content, it's also how to apply the content in real life questions.
Because I know there's a lot of people that do these camps or whatever, and usually you sit there for 2 days, learn all this content, and then you go and get the quizzes, and nothing makes sense.
Correct.
And you don't score well, and you don't feel confident because none of the stuff that you just learned is applying in any of the questions, and it really takes a toll. This is quite the opposite. Brandy's literally giving you content, pulling up questions, and then showing you how to answer the questions with content and without. So we just get right answers and we just get a pass notice. So that's what's going on in there. So be sure to be there if you can for that 65. We had a pass notice in just a minute, and I'm going to tell you, she didn't even take the 65. She was in our last one, and she got great success and passed her exam. So Thursday, we got the live sessions happening again. We got 65 and 63 on its return. We didn't have it last week. We got the small group tutoring again on the return and studying Brew this week for the free. So we'll see you guys again for the free on Thursday. All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, because when they give us pictures and they let us know, sometimes they don't give us a picture just yet, and they didn't let no, they let me know, but they didn't give me a picture yet. We had another one. In this case, not one, not two, not three, but 4 pass notices to the Kona Hall of Fame. Congratulations. We got passers. Congratulations. We've got passers. And go ahead and show the thing.
We've got 5 passers actually.
We got 5? Did I miscount?
We don't have a picture yet.
Who passed?
Vinny. Vinny passed the 63. He's fully licensed.
What? That just came in then. I was not aware. So prior to this whole thing, I did not know we had 5 passers. So we'll have hopefully have Vinny and we'll have Darell added on Thursday with their pictures. But since we were gone on, we got the first up. Let me pull up my notes here as Brandy covers for me and talks.
First up is Lizzie Elizabeth Rodriguez.
You never played in music, did you?
No, I did not.
I can tell. All right, we got a passer. We got Lizzie. Congratulations to Lizzie. Brandy could have probably spoke to this more, but this was not Lizzie's first time on getting this done. And if this is anything for any of you, for any kind of encouragement, the theme tonight is I didn't pass the first time. And sometimes people take this as like a dig, like, you guys all suck because you guys can't get people to pass the first time. Look, there's a many. I don't guarantee pass notices. Brandy's never guaranteed pass notice. I think it's almost crazy that people guarantee things that you can't guarantee. What I do, what we do is we say we give you a system that will help you get pass notices, or at least have a great attempt, or at least something you can lean on, so where you can go back in there and you can have another attempt and eventually get this thing done. Because it's not about like how fast you win the race. It's about winning the race.
Yes.
It's about crossing the finish line. And Lizzie is that. It wasn't easy for her. And as for all the pass notices today, all of them, including Darell. I don't know much about Vinny. I feel like he's been successful though on all of them. But tonight, for the people that are on here on my little screen, it was not easy. And it wasn't easy for Lizzie. What do you think what her main struggle was before I get into what she said past?
I don't.
I put Brandy on the spot again. Anyways, the boot camp for sure is what she said, was reinforcing the content with the connections. I stayed consistent with the 50 to 100 questions daily and used why wrong to break things down. I even reverse engineered my answers, but I couldn't have done it without the techniques and keyword connections. Yeah, there you go. Guys, I know that we worked with Lizzie before, and I think this is the most she's ever been coachable, or I feel like the camp really reinforced the fact that how to make it all work together. Because she was there, she took the notes on like applying the content and then going into the quiz and then learning how to break it down. And then she took that, what she learned in the camp, and then literally for the first time, I feel like it all clicked and made sense. And boom, walked away with another pass notice. This is the third. It was 3 for 3 in the Masood organization. Manny Masood, is one of the reps that we work with, and he sent us 3 people, 3 of his top players, all 3 passed. Lizzie, his son Amir, and Shay. So 3 for 3. So if your office manager asks, does it work? There you go.
Yes.
I don't know. Ask Manny. See his testimonial on Instagram. It's pretty awesome. All right, but we don't stop there. We got Carmen. I'm just going left to right. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, we got Carmen. She actually passed today or yesterday? Yesterday. Congratulations to Carmen on passing this exam. Is that your clap? Okay. She passed it. She said it took her after 5 times. 5 times. And she said, I finally passed after 5 times. The PMA is powerful and the techniques and the process of elimination. I remember after the last time she did not get that pass on, she was so close, and we had a talk about positive mental attitude, and uh, and I feel like she really took it to heart, and really it really worked. Would anything you want to add?
No, absolutely. She was also on the live sessions when she could be, and she was always on the studying brews, not tonight.
And I know I've seen her in our workshop, or at least
Yep,
are in our
she was
camp.
she was in our very first SIE boot camp.
Yeah, and she yeah. So it all guys, the camps work, and so again, passed, got it done, and congratulations to Carmen on getting this note. Anything else you want to add? No. All right. Congratulations to Zyanya. She is on tonight. She passed the Series 6. This girl, it's been a story. It's been a journey. She's a world traveler. She's never in the United States for very long. All around the world she travels. She takes Kona with her. I mean, she even like did a testimonial where she was in Mexico and she gave like a whole thing like she's on travel. And but the main thing is her main thing, which is to get this thing done. Congratulations to Zyanya. We're so proud of her. She's so metal. And passing this notice is thanks to the patience and guidance and love from Andy and Brandy. I love the process of elimination. Click it if you know it, map it if you don't, and the TAC, what she calls TAC, technique, association, and connection.
Heck yeah.
So, and I know she left a greater, longer testimony about this, but for tonight, I'm just keeping it short. But if you want to read it on our Instagram or on our Discord, it's in full, and you can read what Zyanya put. But congratulations to Zyanya on getting this done. You work with Zyanya a lot. She's in your women's group. She's in all kinds of stuff. What do you want to say about her?
Uh she finally just succumbed to the Kona system. She started going with her gut, not fighting it. Booyah. Series 6 done.
Yeah, I know you talked to her at great length about this today. So, and yeah, so congratulations to Sion. We are so proud of you. I am so proud of you. It's also awesome to see how much she has evolved
Yes.
throughout the years.
Mhm.
We've known Sianya from
Our day one.
our day one,
Our
like way before Kona,
before Kona was Kona.
before Kona was Kona. And she's always stuck with it
Mhm.
and she got it done.
Yep.
And so congratulations. And then shortly before this, well, I got it earlier, Darell J, congratulations on passing the Series 26. He didn't leave me a whole lot about his pass notice, but what he did tell me today was that he's been struggling with the Series 26 for years. And on Patreon, where we have all of our membership stuff, he did leave a lot of messages on a lot of different videos. He was like, "This is the most solid breakdown I've ever seen of this content. This is the best explanation I've struggled with this forever. This never made sense to me. Thank you again." And he was plugged into the Discord. He got our guide. He got into the videos. He started applying the techniques. So congratulations, Darell, on getting this done and getting this Series 26. I can't wait to hear more about it. Hopefully, I get a picture for Thursday and I'll talk more about you. But Series 26, newest principal. Congratulations to all our passers. That's one, two, three, four on the screen, but we got a fifth one. So five passers since the last time we talked to you, and we just getting it done. So congratulations. So if anybody who is thinking about doing the boot camp and you're like maybe the Series 65 is not your exam, I just want to add this onto it. Sianya went to our last 65 boot camp. She is obviously not studying the 65, but
No.
she went there to learn more of the what
The connections.
the connections, and that worked, right? Because the connections are the connections. The way we approach this is the same on every single exam. The way you approach the techniques is the same on every exam. The way you break it down is the same on every exam. So once you start learning that system and she realized it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's the system that she's able to do it. And that's what she did. She went to the 65 camp because it was available. At that time, we didn't have one for her Series 6. She went anyway to the 65, and guess what? Boom, pass notice. So congratulations to all of them. So if you're thinking about that camp, might want to. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's get into those six questions. Test taking techniques. What do you need to know about the techniques tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing. There you go. Let's do it. Let's do six questions. No further explanation. If you're wondering how we do this, we look at answers first, then we approach the question. We look for patterns, we look for opposites, we look for similars, we look for things that people most don't. Because why? Because we're going to answer questions without sometimes even looking at the question. Because if you guys are learning the Kona system, you can get answers right without doing it. Does it work all 100% of the time, every single time you get a question? No, of course not. But you know what it will do? It'll give you the best guess. It'll give you the best attempt. It'll give you the best chance of getting something right, even when, especially when you don't know anyway. So add it to your arsenal because you don't want to go take a multiple choice exam without having this in your back pocket. All right, let's go.
Alrighty. So I have arbitration, the SEC, the MSRB, and FINRA. Fun fact, A is the only one that has no acronym. No acronym. It's not all capitals. It's literally the only one. So I picked it based on that. And guess what? It was the answer.
Like some of you have a hard time when we do these. They go like this. I don't know. Let me ask you, if you're taking a quiz, does it really matter if you get it wrong?
Not in a
Other,
quiz,
no.
because you're going to go back and go dispute matches arbitration.
If you just do it based on faith sometimes of the fact that like some of these things that we do, like that, especially that answer, and you're just like, I don't know. Let me just do this crazy thing in practice, like Andy and Brandy said. Guess what? You're learning something, and 9 times out of 10, most of the time, not all the time, it's right.
Yeah. When I pull questions for tonight specifically, I answer it as if I don't know what I'm looking at. I look at it like, well, this is the only one that doesn't have acronyms, so I'm going to go pick this one. That's it. And then it's right. And then I go, see, it works. All right. In person, here I'm going to zoom in so we can see that. In person, by proxy, delivered by mail, by telephone or text message, by proxy, delivered online. Now, normally you guys would say, well, we've got B and D, right? By proxy, delivered by, right? That's usually like our go-to, but that's legit. Okay. First of all, when we're talking about proxying mail, that's like voter, you mail in your
By
ballot.
proxy is basically I can't be there, so I'm doing it by mail.
Right. Delivered online where we can vote online, not for political reasons, but for other reasons we can go online, right? That's an official way of doing things. In person, obviously, but telephone or text message, this is not legit. This is not a legal form, I guess I should say, of anything, if you think about that, right? So I was like, well, that's my standout. And sure enough, it's an accept question, right? There's your accept, the one that's different. Does that make sense?
That's it.
Boom. There we go. Okay. Immediately, 1 business day, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Now, we have this thing called the third highest. Now, it usually applies to straight numbers, but what I have learned over the last, I don't know, I'm going to say 2 months or so, it also applies to time. So if immediate is the soonest, right? The soonest.
When you go down, when you point it down, that means like the least amount of time.
Right. And then 1 business day is the longest, because then we have 10 minutes and 30 minutes. Y'all, when I saw this question, because I'm exploring new content, I had no idea. I had no idea what this question said. So I picked the third, which is 30 minutes, right? Immediately 10 minutes, 30 minutes, the next business day. Check it out. I'm not lying. It was the answer.
There you go.
See, guys, even when I'm learning new content, I apply the techniques.
And if you're on and you want a further explanation, we'll explain it after the brew.
And then I have income potential, limited liability, capital gains, low dissolution priority. I was like, okay, but I don't know where to go with that. So I looked at the question and it said all of the following could be characterized as a benefit except. So I looked at this list and I'm like, what doesn't sound like a benefit? Low priority. I don't know in your world, but low priority doesn't sound like a benefit.
No, it means that you are low priority.
Yeah. So I just went based on common sense, plain meaning, low priority, not a benefit. I wasn't applying common stock. I wasn't applying anything else to this particular answer. And it was the answer. All right. Investors are not willing to accept risk. Investors seek the highest level of return. Investors seek the low level of return. Investors seek the highest level, right? So I see highest level, highest level. So we're going to approach those two. Why? They're similar, right? And it says return given a specific level of risk or regardless of risk.
Well, regardless, that's
like not true.
not true.
Guys, there's risk, right? So the answer is B, based purely on that. Boom.
Always risk.
I mean,
one would almost say that C and D are are opposites, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's almost, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, sorry.
And then, okay, then we have par value annual. So I read down. I don't read usually the full sentence. So I have par value and then I just have par. That is usually probably, this is probably not the official way of saying it. Like, if you're looking at official definitions, it's not just going to say par, it'll say par value.
Well, it makes sense because par would be what, golf?
Yeah.
So I need to know what you're talking about.
And then conversion price and conversion price. So when we look at it that way, our answer, because we circled both choices, our answer ends up being A, and our answer is A.
It is what we call the double dip.
The double dip. And that was my last one.
You know Lavelle Walton's on?
Mm-hmm.
She leaves a lot of great messages on the Patreon. Thank you, Lavelle. Always nice.
Thank you, Lavelle.
I'm just pointing it out.
All right.
I don't say it enough to all the thanks everybody gives us and all the appreciation. I just want to point that out. Thank you so much for all the people who do leave us messages and they do send us messages and they send us nice things and kind things. We appreciate that. There's always negativity, but it's nice to get that positivity. And I hope this gave you guys some positivity. I hope that you looked at some of these pass notices that we had. Congratulations to our passers. The 4 that we talked about tonight. If anything you take home with you on this one, if you are home, well, take with you after we end this is resiliency. You cannot underestimate resiliency. Be resilient, be persistent, be consistent, and just take what a not pass notice means. It just means again. You're just going to do it again. And you're going to do it again. And you're going to do it again. And you're going to do it again and again and again because you can't be stopped. You can't have success without some fail notices. You can't have success without some fails. You can't have success without things not always going right, right?
Absolutely.
We wouldn't even be here without it. Brandy didn't pass her 26 notoriously 3 times. And when she got that third not pass notice, she said there's another way and developed the Kona system and then passed the Series 65 on the first try, passed the Series 7 on the first try, and then passed that 26 like literally 2 weeks later after doing the 65. So boom, there you go. There's always a way. You just have to have that why that almost makes you cry, like I talked about in the beginning, and just keep after it. And you too can get that pass notice, just like the 3 ladies and the gentleman who got it today. So congratulations on getting it done, Lizzie, Carmen, Zyanya, and Darell.
And Vinny.
And Vinny. I'll get more about Vinny on Thursday. Vinny should send a picture. I'm just kidding. All right. Congratulations. We'll be back on Thursday for the free. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental at 2 p.m. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice techniques in your quizzes. It will definitely give you a score bump. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.